What's the most messed up thing you saw as a kid? What my dad did to my mom while she was in a coma. I was 11 when my mom had a terrible car accident. She'd always been fragile because of lupus, so when I got pulled out of math class that day, I knew something was really wrong. My grandma took me to the hospital, and my dad was already there, pacing around looking super worried, making everyone believe he was the perfect husband. But honestly, I always saw him differently. He was always snappy around my mom, cold towards her, acting as if she was annoying him just by existing. At first, I thought he really changed after the accident. He brought flowers to leave by her bed and stayed late at the hospital. My grandma kept telling me how lucky my mom was to have him, but that didn't last long. It was about 3 weeks into mom being in a coma when I started noticing strange things. One night, I woke up late and saw my dad packing suitcases in their room. He froze when he noticed me, smiling way too wide, saying we were just going on a vacation soon, when mom gets better. His smile scared me more than the suitcases. A few days later I came home from school, and half our furniture was missing. The TV, the dining table, even mom's favorite chair by the window, all gone. Dad told me we were moving into a nicer place to surprise mom, but he wouldn't look me in the eye when he said it. One afternoon, he picked me up early from school and took me straight to grandma's. He hugged me way longer than usual, saying he had some grown-up stuff to handle, and then he just left. Grandma looked confused but didn't question him. He never came back. The next time I saw my mom awake was almost 2 months later. Grandma drove me to the hospital, and mom was so skinny and pale, lying in bed, looking lost. When she saw me, she cried, but it didn't seem like happy tears. I heard her whisper to Grandma, "Where's Daniel?" Grandma squeezed mom's hand and just shook her head slowly. The next few weeks were awful. Grandma got letters in the mail saying the house was repossessed, the bank accounts emptied, and mom's medical bills unpaid. We had no idea where dad had gone. Every night, I'd hear mom quietly sobbing in the guest bedroom of grandma's house, trying to hide it from me. Months later, a lawyer came by with a bunch of papers. He explained that dad claimed mom agreed to give him control of everything before the accident. Mom kept shaking her head, saying, "No, no," over and over again, her voice breaking. The lawyer looked sympathetic, but said there wasn't much they could do without real proof. The worst moment was when we saw dad's Facebook page through an old mutual friend's post. There he was, smiling broadly, holding another woman's hand on a sunny beach somewhere. Mom turned pale, covering her mouth like she was going to be sick. They were standing outside a big, fancy-looking house, like something you'd see on TV. The post was captioned, "Starting fresh," and all these comments were congratulating him on his new chapter after such a hard marriage. I watched mom's eyes as she read through each comment. Her shoulders shook, and I knew right then she wasn't just sad, she was completely crushed. Growing up after that wasn't easy. Mom worked 2, sometimes 3, part-time jobs, even though she was always tired from lupus. Grandma helped as much as she could, but things stayed tough. Dad never reached out again, never even sent a birthday card. It was like we just stopped existing to him. When I turned 16, mom started volunteering at a women's shelter, talking to other people who'd lost everything like she did. Slowly, she found her voice again. People started asking her for advice, leaning on her, trusting her. I watched her grow stronger each day, not physically, but somewhere deep inside. Eventually, she became a counselor, helping others survive things I couldn't even imagine. I asked her once if she ever wished dad would get caught or punished. She just looked at me and smiled sadly. "It doesn't matter now," she said. "I'm okay. You're okay. That's enough." Mom's okay now, mostly. She still has bad days, and sometimes I catch her looking out the window quietly, thinking about something far away. But every time she helps someone new, every time she gets a thank you card from someone she's helped, I can see it heals a tiny piece of her.